everyone, this is Sandy McManus with needsaribbon.com, and I'm coming to you live Wednesday, July, I had asked my husband a few minutes ago, July 18th. By the end of the day, I will have that date noted. Apparently now is not the moment. Anyway, hi. Today I want to show you how to make this adorable little tank top retreat box. I didn't have anything to put in it because we don't have like candy around the house or any kind of treats, so I put a clear block in there just to kind of show you. Isn't that cute? These would be great little party favors or classroom gifts. I don't know, thank you gifts, or just a little I'm thinking about you. You could even put a little like K-cup in there. I can think of a lot of things that you could stick in there. I could have stuck a K-cup in there, I suppose. I have one of those handy. But so if you are just joining me, be sure to like or share. Today I'm going to show you, I meant to put a little jewel there too. Whoops. I can do that later. So yeah, I offset this so there'd be a little jewel. So if you caught my live yesterday, I showed you the wonder that is the July Paper Pumpkin Kit. I believe it was called Picnic. Anyway, I did a whole live on it showing you some great tips. Picnic Paradise. So that is the July kit. If you haven't gotten your box yet, scroll on. Come back in a few minutes when I'm done showing. You want to be surprised. That's the whole cool thing about these boxes. So anyway, the kit makes 4 picnic baskets that have blankets, which is actually tissue paper that is red, green, and I believe that is Granny Apple Green, or blue, which is Blueberry Bushel. And then it comes with the adorable little strawberry cards. It makes 4 each of these cards, and these little printed envelopes which you could stamp on, or the blueberry one. So you get 4 baskets, you get 12 cards, 3 different kinds of cards. The Blueberry Bushel one, and I went over all that yesterday. So if you want to have some great tips on this kit, please watch yesterday's, that's July 17th, live at 5, which wasn't at 5, it was at night, and it was outside, and we could hear crows and everything, so a whole lot of fun with that. But anyway, so that's the other one, is the apple, and then the card, and you can stamp on the envelope. So I just wanted to let you know that that is the July pumpkin kit. The kits just keep getting cuter and cuter, so I recommend that you definitely consider joining Paper Pumpkin. $19.95 a month plus tax is it, whatever your local tax rate is. And if you're a demonstrator, you get it at our discount, plus the tax, of course. And it's just the gift that keeps on giving. I mean, I sometimes opt out a month. I don't get them every month. I do get them often. That's just the way I manage it because I don't want all the kits. Sometimes I regret not getting the kits, but anyway, that's it. That's made on my Paper Pumpkin thing. Be sure. Sorry, I need to take a sip of water. Sorry about that. So yeah, yesterday I had some great tips because the instructions that came with the kit are minimalist is a word, scant. So today I want to show you how to make this little tank topper box. Now there are many iterations of this out there I have seen on Pinterest. This was my size and my version that I came up with. If someone after I show this is interested in getting it in an alternate size. You can't change the width because the tag topper punch is 2 inches wide. That's kind of set if you want that tag topper type look. But you can change this bottom dimension, and I certainly can help you create a box to put in there. You also don't even have to use the box. I've seen people put like Hershey nuggets or whatever just in there with glue dots. So many ways to do this idea. This was mine that I'm showing today. So let's get started. So that's the box. And if you're just joining me, I am showing a tag topper box. Be sure to like or comment or share. So to make this, you're going to need, let's see, 2, 3 and a half. But you can get 2 of them probably out of a sheet. I haven't figured that out because of the way I cut this, but let's see, 2, 3 and a half. Yeah, you could get 2 for sure with minimal waste out of one standard sheet of cardstock. So good to know. I just did that quick math in my head while I'm talking. I can math today, yay! But I don't know the calendar date. So to get started, I will run through the instructions and then I will show you. We'll do one live. In case you want to follow along and do it, or be sure if you're watching this after it's live, be sure and pause if you want to make one along. It's part of why I do these. Pause, get your supplies. So you need a half sheet of cardstock plus whatever to decorate your little thing. So plus extra. So a half sheet to do this complete set and then the rest. You want to cut an 2 inch by 8.5 inch strip. And then you're going to score it at 3.5 and 5 to get your bottom. And then you want to punch it using the tag topper. So that's it for that piece for now. Then you set that aside. The next piece you're going to want is 3.5 by 6. If you're just joining me, I'm showing how to make this. So 3.5 by 6, and then you're going to score the long way at 1, 2, 4, and 5. Then you're going to flip and score at 1 and 2.5. And then you have some trimming to do. Wherever there's a solid black line, I'm going to hold this still so people want to catch this later. Wherever there's a solid black line, you're going to cut. So you cut in, cut these little the corner squares off. And here, we'll go back to this one. So then you can add your tape now. I used our Terran tape. I don't think regular snail is going to hold long enough because there is a fair amount of friction on these, especially once you load them up. I recommend Terran tape or the old Red Line. I can't remember what we used to call it. But some kind of strong heavy-duty tape or glue. If you want to, a glue that sets quick. So you want to place it here. When I made these instructions, I didn't do that very good. And this actually, whatever you consider the bottom, because that exactly fits the bottom there. So to tape it to the bottom thing, unless you want to just leave it loose and they can slide it out. That is also a way to do it. But for me, I'm taping mine in. I'm making it whole. So let's get started. So these are our instructions. So I'm going to make mine in Gorgeous Grape. By the way, this is Coastal Cabana and this is Mango Melody. Sorry, I'm having allergy problems today. I don't know what's growing right now, but I'm dry and squeezy and my voice keeps going out, so I'm sorry about that. Anyway, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cut my 2-inch strip, this one. I'm going to cut that. I'm going to set it aside for now. Now I want to cut this piece. So that's 3.5 inch by 6. So I'll go down my long length of cardstock, leaving me with exactly a half sheet left. And then I'm going to turn this and cut it at 6. Okay? So you're left with just a little piece and a half sheet. So you can make 2, again, out of box. I'm done with my cutter. I'm setting that aside. Next thing you need is you'll need, so for this, I forgot to say, you need your tag topper punch. You'll need a cutting device. You'll need scissors and some strong glue and the Simply Scored. And then some various punches to decorate. I forgot to mention that. So I want to score this. It is just as long. It looked short for some reason. So I want to score this according to this, which is at along the long side 1, 2, 4, and 5. And then you're going to turn it. You want to do it at 1 and 2.5. And that gives you a 2 inch by 1.5 inch base. That's the bottom of your the tag topper wrap, as it were. Okay, with me? Good. I'm done with my, oh, I need to score this one. So this one goes at 3.5 by 5 to create that 2 inch by 1.5 inch bottom. Done with my scoring, my Simply Scored now. Now that I've scored this, I can take my tag topper and do my ends. There you go. And I'm done with this for this one. And now I want to take and do my trimming on this. The box piece. So I want to cut. You want to cut the square corners out, is what you're doing. Number 3. And there are reasons that I will show you in a minute why I design my box like this. I actually have fun designing boxes. Before we had this Simply Scored and some other gift box punch board and all that, I just kind of freehanded them and I had fun with that. So if you're just joining me, I am showing how to make one of these. Now what I wanted to show you, here, let me get this. So I wanted to show you, if you can see that on camera, the reason I designed my box like this is I made this so the sides are a little sturdier. They're double cardstock, so you don't just have the raw cardstock edge. It gives a little more stability and a little more finished look. Instead of just having an edge of cardstock, you have that nice fold. That's why I designed this box. So it looks like this after you're done cutting. Then you want to make sure you make these cuts. So cut. And now I'm done with my scissors for a minute. So now you need your tearing tape. You want to burnish your, I didn't bring a bone folder, but since you've already scored them, they're pretty easy to burnish. Those are your inside. That's the inside. And then you're going to fold this in. And see, this gets you your nice finished edge that shows. That's what I was looking for. That's why I designed my box. And let's get these all kind of pre-burnished. Just goes together a little smoothly. Smoother. Yes, and now my husband's laughing at me. I'll take my tear and tape and tape you to the wall. Yes. Okay, I made that a little too long. Okay. So that's going to go to the bottom of right in here when we're all done. And then I'm going to flip over and work on the inside of my box. You don't need a lot of tape. This is just to get your finished flap. I don't even need a piece this big. It's just holding it down. That's all it is. It's not structural or anything. It just really just holds that in nice. And then we want to do our little flaps. 3, 4, and now I'm done with my tear and tape. So you want to put these on the inside. I'm calling this the inside of my box since that's the bottom. That would be the outside. And so goodness. Fold my sides up. These sides aren't even going to show because they're going to go against this part of the thing. And so that is why I put these flaps. Normally I'd want these flaps on the inside. But if you put them on the outside, because again, that side's not going to show, you get that nice finished box edge once it's all put together. So that was my thinking on that, just to kind of give you a peek inside my head. So if you are just joining me, we are making this little tag topper treat box. And I will show the final, the kind of instructions at the end too. So yeah, the only parts that are really going to be visible are these ends, so you get a nice polished end then. And let me pre-burnish that. See, my voice is going again. Boop. And I find you have to lean all the way over, kind of hard to do with the camera and microphone and all that in the way. Lean all the way over so you get a top-down view to make sure you are square on there. Because this tape isn't really forgiving or repositionable. So there is your basic box. Then you can add a ribbon or a clip or something to close it. In here, well, I gather, why don't we decorate this too? Here, let me show you once again the basic instructions. Again, you can, if you're watching this after, not live, you certainly can pause and take a screenshot or whatever of that so you have those instructions. I recommend doing that if this is something that you are interested in making. I forgot white scratch paper. Hold on. Okay. And I gotta take another drink of water. Wow. There we go. Also might not hurt that I talked for 3 hours straight because I went out to lunch with a dear friend. So there is that too. My voice just may be used up for the day. So here are your basic instructions. Let's get it decorated. I am using, I just thought it fit really well with these little treats. This stamp set, A Good Day, because it coordinates also with our little 1 3/8 and 1 1/4 inch scallop punch. My 1 1/4 inch scallop punch has flown the coop. I saw it the other day briefly and thought, that's a weird spot. Did I pick it up and move it to where it should be? Nope. So I've lost it again. But that's okay. I can use my 1 1/4 inch circle punch to layer. So let's use the little lemonade. And I stamped a greeting that says hello friend, and I will set this stuff aside. Here is my paper. Here is my ink pad. Here is my stamp. And I'm going to go ahead and stamp my greeting now too. Because remember, Memento ink takes a few seconds to dry. Not a big deal, but don't want to smudgy it. And before you punch it out, if you are going to color in these images, color them first. They're just much, much, much easier to manage. Yep, we'll do that. So let's color this in. I'm going to color my straw Flirty Flamingo. And I'm going to make this limeade because I don't have a a lemon marker nearby, or a yellow marker. The only one I have nearby is the Mango Melody, and that's just too lemony. So we'll call this some limeade. You could even include some, some little flavoring packets in here. If you were just joining me, I'm showing how to make this little tag topper treat. Treat box. Should be great for treats or whatever. Super easy to make. You can make 2 out of a cardstock, 1 sheet of cardstock. Here's my lemonade. And I hope this fits. I grabbed an odd assortment of punches. It does. Yay! It's always nice when your projects work out. So we have this and no coordinating paper. Awesome job, Sandy. Hold on. Hold the phone. So we'll keep this one really simple so I don't have to keep getting up to get. I'm going to use the 1 3/8 scallop circle punch as a backer for that. So we'll layer those. Doesn't really go with my box at all, does it? That's actually kind of cute. So there you go. Let's glue these together. And if you're in Minnesota, hasn't this weather been just gorgeous? Hope you all have been getting out and taking advantage of the dry, less humid weather, because I hear we have rain on the way again. And sorry. I just thought this made a nice kind of, this copper mesh stuff that came out in the catalog a year ago, catalog, just makes kind of a fun textured background, and you just need a little fill in. A little bit more. Plus it has kind of a fishnet almost look, which makes me think of summer. So I'm going to put this on with the Terran tape, just because I have not found an easier way to attach the stuff. And come on. This is not my best coordinated project, and that's okay. I didn't plan very good on colors, but it's still cute. Put this on. And pop that up. I like to use, for those, I like to use a little bit of the dimensional edge, just because it's scrap otherwise. Put that on there. It's not quite straight. Usually we'll offset that a little bit. How about that? And I'll put some little doodads when I grab them, when I get up on there. I'm thinking those gold and silver gems. So now all we need to do is close our box. I like using this ribbon because it's nice and soft to tie. Our new polka dot tulle ribbon. You can use any ribbon. You can use a binder clip. You could staple it shut and add a ribbon. Lots of ways you could close this. This is just the way I'm choosing to do it today. Just reminding you that there are many ways to finish projects. There we go. And trim it. And play with that another second because my bow turned. And apparently I didn't trim my ends real evenly. That's okay. So here we go. Here are, and I'll add some little gems later, but here are these two little Tag Topper treat boxes. And reminder again, so this is this one. Could have coordinated colors a little bit better, didn't think that through, but that's okay. You get the idea of how to make the box. And that, it really does feel very sturdy and well put together. And one last show of the instructions. So you can pause on that. And while I'm doing that, I just want to talk about little business real quick. The recruiting promotion that's available for the month of July. Jenny joined my team today. Actually, she rejoined. She had been, and now she's back on my team today. I'm not sure which ink pad family she chose, but she chose one of these 5 ink pads. So she has 10 free, brand new style ink pads coming to her. And she will also have one of these coming to her too, our nifty little color charts that an upline had professionally printed and we bought. So that is a handy thing. So just remember, $99 order, you get $125 worth of items, plus tax, no shipping, handling, or anything. So $99 plus tax, and you get to choose $125 worth of product, plus one of these delicious ink pad families. So that there's still a couple weeks left in that. And I wanted to mention that also during July, you can still do the buy 3, get 1 free in the designer series paper. So that is still available too. It is not all, but most of the $11 packs, whether there are a few stacks included there, the stacks being the 6x6 and then the 12x12. So lots to choose from. Mine is on order, and I probably will be placing an order for another set of 3+1 before the end of the month, because that is a really good deal. And quite frankly, I could use some more paper, including getting started on Christmas. We have the Under the Mistletoe paper. So there's that. And I thank you all for joining me today, July 18th, showing you this cute little Tag Topper treat box and listening to my cat. And we will see you back next week, next Monday. I don't have my schedule in front of me or what's on the docket, but I'm sure it's something good. We'll see you then. And be sure to like or share or comment on my video. And there's instructions. Thanks. Bye.